Hail Caesar and welcome. I'm Hayden Dingman from PCWorld, and I'm here with
Hail
Adam
Caesar.
Patrick Murray.
Hail Adam Patrick Murray.
And we are checking out Age of Empires Definitive Edition today.
Wait, this is an old game, isn't it?
This is a very old game now. This is a going on 21 years old. Last year was the 20th anniversary.
So it can drink alcohol
yeah.
and vote.
That's scary. Let's not talk about that anymore. Yeah, Age of Empires. This is the original Age of Empires and is the remaster. It was supposed to come out for the 20th anniversary last year and didn't quite make it.
A little late.
And then there was a beta last month, but this is the full game. With the campaigns, no multiplayer yet because we are pre-release, but
all right,
yeah, let's jump into the
pick a random one.
Yeah, we're just gonna jump into the Ceasar Campaign. I just wanted to show off these menus. Obviously, everything's rescaled. They still have the guy explaining the story.
Is this the original file, or do you think they re-recorded it?
I don't know. They re-recorded all the music, so I wouldn't be surprised if they re-recorded this voice also. We'll just stop that real quick. But anyways, one of the things I really like about Age of Empires and have always liked about it is they actually like bring the history into the stuff that they're like the missions that it surrounds. So in this case, we're fighting
like
off
real world history.
Yeah, so we're fighting off Sicilian pirates, and you can click over to the history tab, and there's like a whole encyclopedia entry about the period of time that you're in.
Nice.
So Caesar's life, obviously, everybody knows quite a bit about, but like the Ascent of Egypt campaign, for instance, you can jump over and like read all about the Hyksos in Lower Egypt.
Okay.
So
seems very in depth.
Yeah,
detailed.
it's cool. Like as a kid, I liked reading about all this stuff. We're just gonna jump in and take a look at the graphics mainly, though. I don't think we're gonna finish a whole campaign mission, but here we have our hero Caesar. It looks very pretty. So what I'll say about this game or this remaster. Is it looks a lot like Age of Empires 2 HD, which I don't know if you've spent a lot of time in there.
No.
But Age of Empires 2 already looked quite a bit better than original Age of Empires. And Age of Empires 2 HD looked really great. When you compare, like, looking at this just in isolation, it's like, yeah, okay, it looks fine.
Yeah.
But man, if you compare this to the original Age of Empires graphics,
I have a laptop right here. I'm going to bring that up because
it's like pretty astounding, especially when you zoom in. Like the amount of detail you get when you zoom in on these sprites is pretty amazing. So yeah, this is one of those.
How far can you zoom in?
Very far, like that.
Oh yeah. Good animations.
Which, yeah, when you consider what these sprites looked like 20 years ago, is actually pretty phenomenal. Also, the
like
water.
That?
Yeah, that's what it used to look like.
All right.
And also, like, if you click on the water image there, you can see that this was just, like, plain blue. Now we've got, like, this nice effect on it.
Fancy.
So, yeah, this mission, we get, like, this hero Caesar character who just basically runs around and kills a ton of these pirates on his own. It's a pretty funny opening for an Age of Empires campaign, but
yeah, I was about to say, I was like, would Caesar
dude,
really be out all by himself?
Yeah, he is one badass guy in the Age of Empires canon. Now he's got a ship firing at him. We got some triremes.
The ships are maneuvering very fast.
I think we are on fast mode. It defaults to that actually.
Oh, okay.
In the settings, I'm not sure why. Maybe they just think that slow is, or like the normal mode is too slow for everybody nowadays.
I mean, this is for the people who love Age of Empires, right?
Yeah,
they're not really trying to suck in new players at this point.
Yeah, well, and I bet that like I would bet the speed of this, fast mode probably matches Age of Empires 2 a lot better.
Okay.
Because Age of Empires 2, if I remember correctly, was a little faster. And we are just getting besieged right off the bat here, which is pretty nuts.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go ahead and let's see if I remember my cheats from 20 years ago. Oh, I don't. Well, I can remember the Fog of War one.
There you go.
Maybe it's just reveal map. Yeah,
there we go.
So you can see like some of the stuff around here. We got some nice sentry towers.
They're just hanging out, you know.
All the so I tried this earlier. All the cheats actually work from back in the day. So you can also spawn the baby with a shotgun riding a tricycle.
What is that?
It's baby Prez, mounted infantry on a tricycle.
What?
A cute innocent baby with a poopy pants and daddy shotgun.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, anybody who's played Age of Empires back in the day will remember that the cheats in that game were always pretty crazy.
Which I never did, so this is fresh to me. This
so in
baby
Age of Empires 2,
gun.
the big ones were Furious the Monkey Boy, which would spawn a monkey who would just like kill everything in one hit.
Okay.
And you could also spawn in like a sports car with a gun on the front.
Can you zoom in on this baby?
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
They didn't remaster the baby graphics, so if you want an idea of what the old graphics versus the new ones look like, this is what it would look like running on a modern machine.
Do you think they did that on purpose, or they were like,
I don't know. I don't like. Maybe they just don't even care because like you can pull in also. I think Photon Man is another one. Yeah, we've got this laser trooper. And same thing, you can tell that has not been redone.
It's kind of fun.
It's
kind of fun.
And it looks fine when you zoom out. You can still tell he's a laser trooper. But when you zoom right in, you get that nice blocky.
That's even the shadow, everything.
Yep. I've been playing this. I've been playing this for the last couple of days now, and having a good old time with it.
Look at those fish. They got the little school of fish.
Yeah, it all looks.
Got some pretty detail.
Yeah, it looks great. All the towns look really good. We can jump over to this main town over here for our enemy. We got like a nice archery range, town center. There's some weird things when you go back to Age of Empires 1. So, for instance, you can build walls, but you can't build gates in the original Age of Empires. That didn't come in until Age of Empires 2.
Okay. So you just have to make choke points?
Yeah, you basically end up making choke points or like big tower defense type structures where you're like making mazes for your enemies to come through. That's a bit weird. I don't know. I still think it's weird. For instance, if we come over here, so we're researching triremes right now, and you can't queue up research for anything else while you're waiting. So you just have to hope that you realize when it's like you have to have that timing down and remember to check in on all your buildings. And that's true of Age of Empires 2 also, but it is still, from a modern standpoint, kind of weird to have to queue up two of one type of unit and you can't queue up the other type of unit afterwards.
Man, your little sniper guy's
this laser trooper is a real beast.
Wow.
And we have some random villager up here.
There, not anymore.
I think he was supposed to actually be ours if we walked up there.
Let's look at this waterfall. What's going on with this waterfall?
Yeah, I don't know.
That's
it's a little bit weird.
A little weird, right?
But yeah, it plays like old Age of Empires. You build a lot of villagers, try and rush food, all that stuff.
Right.
I've been having a good time with it. I played most of the Egypt campaign so far and some of the other random missions.
Do you have a sense that this will be accepted by the community?
Yeah, I think the community will be fine with it. In fact, I think in some cases it hews a little closely to the original. There are some things that I think they could have changed to make like some good quality of life changes. They didn't end up changing, and I can see why from like a purist standpoint, but it is hard, especially when Age of Empires 2 HD has been on sale for years at this point. Like I think that went on sale back in like 2012. It's a little bit hard to go back to Age of Empires 1. There's not like a great reason unless you're very fascinated with the time period. That's the one main draw here is it's all like classical era, ancient Greece, ancient Rome, whereas Age of Empires 2 is medieval Europe.
Okay.
So like if you love triremes and phalanxes and stuff like that, that's a good reason to go back and play the original. But other than that, like in terms of how the game actually plays, Age of Empires 2 is probably a better game. The pathfinding here can be really wonky at times. I've had people just get like stuck on a tree and just keep walking into it.
It makes sense.
Back
then they didn't have things like pathways.
Yeah,
and roads.
it's very like 1997 in some ways. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, I really enjoy it as like a historical document. I'm not sure how much I would want to play it if I could just go play Age of Empires 2. But
are they have they announced any sort of long-term support? I mean, are they doing anything, or are they just putting it out there and then?
I'm not sure, but like Age of Empires 2, when they put out the HD thing, they made 2 or 3 new expansions on top of the old content. And those expansions are, I don't know if they're quite up to par with the originals, but they're good. Like if you want more Age of Empires 2, like that was a good way to get it.
Interesting.
So maybe, I'm not sure, maybe they'll put out something similar for this, throw in another campaign. I will say that it's amazing playing this game again after 20 years and realizing how many missions were in these games back then. Just the Egypt campaign alone is like 15 different missions, and then I think most of the campaigns are around the same, like 10 to 15 missions each.
Nice.
And there are like nine or 10 campaigns in this game.
Yeah, that's a lot.
So yeah, there's already a ton of stuff to get through.
Well, and does it have Steam mod support?
It doesn't, because it's not on Steam at all.
Wait, hold up. Why is it not on Steam?
Yeah, that's the other thing about this one versus Age of Empires 2 HD is you can still go grab that on Steam, but Microsoft has made this a Windows 10 store exclusive for I don't know, reasons that escape me, but yucky. I'm sure they really care about it. But yeah, that means that you are it's running UWP, which is not great. We noticed earlier when we were checking the settings, you can't set a custom resolution. You can just make it full screen or not full screen.
Why don't you actually show the settings?
Yeah,
it was kind of hilarious.
Yeah, this is it.
That's
so you can change it to full screen and not full screen, but there's no.
You could also limit it to 30 frames a second if you want.
But there's no resolution scanner, and yeah, you can see over here the speed thing. We're on fast.
Okay.
And so yeah, if we change it to normal, I think everything just slows down a little bit more. Yeah, you can sort of see all the animations slow down.
Oh yeah.
Even these eagles. Oh, that's a fun one. I think we can change this to. I don't know what the code is anymore. Yeah, there we go. Change all the eagles to dragons.
Nice.
That's another good cheat. So,
man.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's a fun little, like, it's a cool historical document to me.
How much is it?
It's $20. So yeah, it's not bad for something that's a remaster. I'd say as far as remasters go, this is up there with the nicest of them. It's all the game that you remember from back in the day, except it looks a lot nicer.
But really, last question: is it worth buying from the Windows Store?
Sure. I don't have as big of a problem with, like, especially games like this that aren't super graphics intensive. I don't mind it as much.
True.
It's not like I'm really concerned about my frame rate or anything. It works fine.
All right. Cool.
If you hate the Windows Store, well, that's your prerogative. I get it. I still don't like Uplay. It's fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's Age of Empires Definitive Edition. We'll leave it there. This campaign mission is very, very long. I started playing it earlier, and there's a lot of... you have to take out a bunch of these camps and stuff. You have to destroy every dock on the map, and each one of these is a dock. So you can see we've got 9 or 10 of them to destroy. Well, it's an undertaking.
And maybe people will have to go over to twitch.tv/PCWorld US. Maybe we'll stream it over there
maybe
sometime.
we will. And just remember, the code for Laser Troopers is Photon Man, and the other one is
baby
POW
cycle?
with an exclamation point. Or you can type in Austin Powers. That also
really.
Yeah, it was a different time. It was 1997.
Yeah,
right. Yep. So yeah, Age of Empires Definitive Edition. Thanks, Adam, for joining me, and I'm Hayden Dingman. We will see you back here soon.